सभी को नमस्कार। आज के इस सत्र में हम बात करेंगे छत्रपति शिवाजी के बारे में। सो टुडे वी विल डिस्कस ऑन सम टुडे वी विल बी डिस्कस सम अनएक्सप्लोर्ड fact or the aspect of the great emperor Chhatrapati Shivaji. Commonly we know Chhatrapati Shivaji as a establisher of the Hindu Samrajya, or as a Hindu Gaurav or Hindu Swabhiman, or a great warrior. But we hardly know his another aspect as a great statesman and the economist. So we discuss the majority about the economical policy of that the Shivaji and his state. So before that, we have to give the focus on the some brief aspect of the characters of the Shivaji and the governing system, because the governing system and the character of the Shivaji, they are the interrelated with the vision as a economics. So as we know, the Shivaji believes on the holiness of his mission as a Hindu Samrajya, and this he believes on the growth of the independent state or the Swavlambi Rajya. As we know, the Shivaji is the one of the self-confidence personality, and he have established that Hindu can be king with his hard work. He has a self-respect, intelligent, patient, courage, bravery, fearless, daring, motivational, and caring for his friend. And this feature we are commonly known about the Shivaji. And with this additional character, Shivaji is a pure by the character. He is towards his parents, gurus, and the Hindu and the Indian ancient culture and the spirituality. And he is also focused on the physical, mental, and the intellectual health care. And besides that, if we will discuss about the governing point of view, he is have some other characteristics, like he is a keen judge to judge the quality of a person, and based on that he is assigning the job to them. He is good policy maker. He believes on the social justice and the equality in the society, and he is also against the religion conversion. And now we are discussing some basic feature which he had adopted during his emperor or his statesmanship. He have established a competent and the progressive civil rules, and which is a well-structured administrative organization. And he have the concept of the 8 ministers, which are commonly known as the first one is a Prime Minister, Mukhya Pradhan Mantri, or the Peshwa, and commonly we know that as a Peshwa. Then the Financial Minister, which we are known as a Amartya or the Majumdar. Third is the Secretary, which is Sachiv and the Suryanvis. Fourth one is the Interior Minister. Now we are known as a Home Minister. That time is known as a Mantri and the Vakanvis, and that is commonly for as a intelligence system, internal police system, that is taken by that. Foreign Minister, that is common. Fifth one, Suman or the Dabir, which is equivalent to the Foreign Minister. Next is the Commander in Chief, which we call that the Senapati or the Sena Adhyaks. And next is Chief Justice, Nyayadhish, and the highest the priest. So these are the 8 ministers which he have structured in his emperor. And Shivaji has established a self-motivated state with the motivation to the self-motivation governing system, and because of that system will be worked for a very long time, up to the 19th century. Means he have set up this in the 17th century, and up to the 19th century the legacy has followed, and based on this the self-motivation rule. He have established the Swaraj, and which is important for the nation. And during the Marathas, emperor that will be the touches the Sindhu River in the West Bengal and in the south that touches the uh, Hind Mahasagar in the Tamil Nadu. So this is the basically he have established the empire, and that is the this empire is the based on the distributing governing system, and that believe on the delegation of the powers and the responsibility, and because of that this particular the empire sustained for a long time. He believed in the self-reliance society, Swavalamban, and few days earlier our Prime Minister have given a particular the Atam Nirbhar. So that is the vision at that time with the Shivaji, and based on that he is the believing in the society in such a way. And from the local level he have established the Panchayat Raj, Panch Parmeshwar or the Gram Swaraj, and that is the basically concept based on the local development and local all the issues, and as the judiciary system, which is one of the most important characteristic that a judiciary system to make the decision at the local level, and which is the quick and if we see that the judiciary system developed by that is very quick and the strict for the for rule breaking and doing some illegal activity. He have established a corruption-free governance, and he is very strict on the corruption. And if there is something fine like that, he is giving the fine and terminating those persons from the services. And we know a common example. One of his friend and his finance officer, which is involved in the financial bungling, and he have import a heavy fine on that and then relieve from his duties. Next characteristic of his empire is that he believe on the recruitment based on the qualification, qualities and the skill, and irrespective of the caste and other factor, and he is on the preference, he is giving the right responsibility to the right person. During his empire, a completely very good defense system is established, and during that defense system he have established a lot of forts and captured a lot of forts, and most of the forts are on the hills and they are very secure. And then he have developed a war and the attacking policy, and that is the guerrilla youth niti, we are the commonly known them. He have established a intelligence system. He have created a spy group for him, and which is working for him. He have established a excellent artillery and weapons mechanism, but that is still the inferior than the European or the British. In the Indian context, that is quite good. He have that time he have established the Maratha Navy, and that is we can be say that is the first established navy in the Indian system. And in the most of the military system are the Mawals, Maratha Mawals, and he is following a completely military organization as equivalent to the current system. And then he is also focused on the education system. He focused on the mother tongue, or Marathi or the Sanskrit language. He have established the Gurukul system again, and then he is basically focused on all his official work and the judiciary work from the Persian to Marathi or the Sanskrit. He know the food is a basic requirement, so he have focused on the local irrigation system. He have established some check dam for the irrigation system. He know the importance of the road and the water transportation. Have focused on the water, especially on the water transportation. He have the shipyard and the seaport established by them. He is focus on the environment sensitive and the ecology maintained during that the check dam building and the seaport. So he is taking care of all those things. Next, he has a policy in the disaster management. At that time, when something lost in the disaster, he is giving the goods in replacement of good, not directly money transfer. So, which is quite a transparency maintained mechanism. He believed in the social justice and the equality among the all community. He have established the system for the women empowerment and the respect, and he is the focusing on the complete and the advanced planning based system is the working. Now today the main focus on the economist as a economist and the visionary economist. So this is up to this is the basically competencies. So now Shivaji have established a completely accounting system which is the working on the daily to daily basis, and that is the checking even the minute calculation, and even that is the counting a single penny. Then he have established the auditing system, and in the auditing system he, if there is any discrepancy or the malicious activity fine, then he is imposing the heavily fine punishment and the termination from the services. As we know, he is one of the financial officer. Appaji Desh Kulkarni is found in some financial discrepancy, so he is relieved from his duties and imposed heavy fine. As from the current scenario, he is establish a uniform policy and equal taxation policy for the all. At that time, the Muslims or the Aurangzeb have established the policy that the discrimination on the religion and some other thing, like which is imposed on the Hindu or the Hindu state or Hindu businessman, but not on the Muslim. So this is the Shivaji is not believe in such type of the indiscriminate policy. He have established the policy for the goods taxation, just like the today's GST. He have established the transparent and the trust building mechanism in the public. So whenever the tax calculation is done, only his government official he is involving of the local public or the public, so that they are also the part of the tax calculation, so that there is no discrepancy can be made, so that this can be a public audit system has to be established for the maintaining the transparency and the trust building in the public. Next is the currency printing. Shivaji have established his local currency printing units, and which is making the currency as a tamper proof. He have imported some printing machine from the France, but later on they have created his local printing machine and his the production machine, so that without the interference of the European and the France, he can be work successfully, and that is working for the longer time. He have completely established the business and the commercial policies. He have established the consumer protection at that time into the 17th century in the 1676. So that is able to protect the consumer rights, as well as this is also established the businessman or the business right is also protected by this Business Policy Act. He has a clear vision about the foreign business policy and import and export policy taxation is established in that. And at that time, we are commonly know that the salt from which sold by the Portuguese businessmen, which came from the Dutch and the Europe, and they are quite cheaper than the Indian salt. So Indian businessmen are basically able to sell that. So he is keeping into the mind of the local businessman. He have import the tax on the imported salt, and that salt become the costlier than the Indian salt, so that Indian businessman can sell that his product. So this is again one of the important part of that particular the import taxation policy. And then simultaneously he is focused on the cost and the quality of the goods. So how that is the produced? So he have establishing the skill development center, which is the equivalent to the current ITIs, so that the person can be trained in that, and they are able to produce the good quality products and at a cheaper cost, a very low cost, so that can be compete with the European market and the other markets, so that can be the expanded the business of the Maratha Empire. He is believed on the Swadeshi and the local production technology. As we know, the Arabian horses are the one of the best in the world, and they are the costly also. So what he have done? He have called some Arabian horse and horse from the Arab, and also caretaker, and they are the veterinary surgeon from that. And with that, the team, within the 3 years of the span, he have established the his local self-sustaining horse breeding farm, and later on they are in the multiple at the different locations, and he have created the 50,000 Arabian horse, and which is a huge amount, and that is I think those amount of the Arabian horses not only in the India, that is hardly any continent having such a big amount of the horses. So he believed in the technology, and which is the local production. He is against the colonization. At that time, the Portuguese, Dutch, British, French, other person are the coming in the India, and then they are the establishing the they are the colonies, and then starting interference in the political as well as the business and religion conversion. So Shivaji is have clear-cut vision that he have not given any permanent or the fixed location to those. They have given the temporary places, and they are the far away from the seaports and the shipyards, and that's the strictly banned on the religious conversion and the political interference of them. Then in that mechanism, he have established the road and the water transport for the import and the export at a cheaper and the low transportation cost. Then he have established a lot of shipyard and the shipport. And while the establishing a shipyard and the shipport, there is a problem of the robbers for the looting of them shipyard. So he have established the forts near the shipyard to maintain and protect those shipyards. And we are the commonly known as a Padam Durg, Vijay Durg, and the Sindhu Durg. They are the 3 famous Durg. They are the established on the coastal near to the ports in the shipyard, so that the business can be established and they are safe from the robber. He have developed a irrigation mechanism to sustain the local agriculture sector for the food and the other things, so that throughout the year farmers can get the water and then can be go for the agriculture, and that can be used for the basic need as well as that can be used for the export. So with this particular point, we can be say that the Shivaji is not only a great emperor, he have a very good clear-cut vision for the economic policies. And we are very surprising that hardly any university or the colleges they are teaching them in their to the student, neither in the economics department, neither is our commerce department, neither business administration, and neither some public administration department. They are teaching those. So if we have to the particular follow that, we have to use these policies which are the still relevant in the today's era, so they can be taught, and they are the basically base of a particular empire or the state. So this has to be taught in the syllabus. So as from this vision of the Shivaji, we can be say that this he have established really a great empire, and that sustained for the around 3 centuries, and that is still relevant today. With this word, I am saying goodbye. Thank you for the listening me. Thank you all friends. Bye.